Dear students, today we discussed about the topic type study frog, Rana hexadactyla. Frog is a typical amphibian. Its tadpole larvae is purely aquatic. Adult lives in freshwater bodies such as ponds, rivers, lakes, etc. and on land. Rana hexadactyla is a species commonly found in South India. And its external characters: the body of adult frog is divisible into head, trunk, and limbs. Neck and tail are absent. The head is triangular and dorso-ventrally flattened. Its blunt anterior end is called snout. There are two large eyes at the side of the head. Each eye has a thick, dark, immovable upper eyelid, a semi-transparent, movable lower eyelid, a transparent nictitating membrane is attached to the inner margin of the lower eyelid. It can be drawn over the eye. There is a pair of small external nostrils or nares. These are the external nostrils or nares on the dorsal surface of the head close to the snout. Behind the eye on either side is a circular patch of tight skin called tympanum or eardrum. This is the tympanum or eardrum or eardrum. Or tympanic membrane. Head veils the upper jaw and lower jaw. Mouth is wide and horizontal slit between the jaw. In male frog, near the angle of jaw on either side of the head is a vocal sac which amplifies the sound produced during croaking. The trunk is a posterior region of the body. It bears two pairs of limb, the forelimb and hind limb. The forelimb and hind limbs helps in swimming, walking, leaping and burrowing. Hind limbs ends in 5 digits and they are larger and muscular than forelimbs that end in 4 digit. Feet have webbed digit that helps in swimming. Male frogs can be distinguished by the presence of sound producing vocal sac and also a copulatory pad on the first digit of the forelimb, which are absent in female frog. The forelimb has 3 divisions: upper arm, brachium, forearm, antebrachium, and hand, manus. The hand has 3 divisions: wrist, carpus, the forelimb has 3 divisions: upper arm, brachium, forearm, antebrachium, and hand, manus. The hand has 3 divisions: wrist, carpus, palm, metacarpus, and fingers, digit. There are 4 fingers in male frog. There is a pigmented swelling along the inner margin of the first finger called nuptial pad. And this is the nuptial pad. The hind limb has 3 divisions. The hind limb is larger than forelimb. The hind limb 3 divisions are thigh or femur, shank or crus, foot or pes. The divisions of the foot are ankle, tarsus, instep or sole or metatarsus, and toes or digit. There are 5 toes which are connected by a membrane, the web. The web that helps in swimming. Between the hind limb at the posterior end of the trunk is a cloacal opening or aperture. The body wall of frog consists of the skin, subcutaneous lymph space, muscles, subvertebral lymph space, and parietal peritoneum. And the skin, the outer surface of the body of frog is covered by a smooth, slimy, moist and glandular skin. It's devoid of hairs and scales. On the dorsal side, skin is green, and on the ventral side, it's pale yellow or whitish. The skin is divisible into the outer epidermis, and the inner dermis. The epidermis has 2 layers, the outer corneous layer and inner malpighian layer. The corneous layer consists of many flattened dead cells which are periodically shed. The cells in the malpighian layer are pushed towards the surface. They gradually become the flattened dead cells of the corneous layer. The dermis consists of connective tissue, muscle fibers, nerves, blood vessels and lymph spaces. Spherical mucous glands are found in the outer layer of the dermis. They are duct open on the outer surface of the skin by pores. Chromatophores or pigment cells are also found in the outer region of dermis beneath the epidermis. എപ്പിഡെർമിസിന് താഴെയായിട്ട് ക്രൊമാറ്റോഫോൾസ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പിഗ്മെൻറ്റ് സെൽസുകളും കാണപ്പെടുന്നുണ്ട്. ഇനി ഫ്രോഗിൻ്റെ സ്കിന്നിൻ്റെ ഫങ്ഷൻ നോക്കാം. ഇറ്റ് ഗീവ്സ് പ്രൊട്ടക്ഷൻ ടു അണ്ടർലൈങ് മസിൽസ് ആൻഡ് ഇൻറ്റേർണൽ ഓർഗൻ. The color of skin changes according to surrounding environment. This enables the frog to escape from eyes of the enemy. Change in the distribution of pigment particles in the chromatophores causes the color change. അപ്പോൾ എപ്പിഡെർമിസിൻ്റെ താഴെയായിട്ട് കാണപ്പെടുന്ന ക്രൊമാറ്റോഫോൾസ് ആണ് ഇങ്ങനെ കളർ ചേഞ്ച് ചെയ്യാൻ സഹായിക്കുന്നത്. മ്യൂക്കസ് ഗ്ലാൻഡ്സ് ഇൻ ദ സ്കിൻ സെക്രീറ്റ് മ്യൂക്കസ്. കൂടാതെ ഇവിടെയുള്ള മ്യൂക്കസ് ഗ്ലാൻഡ്സുകൾ ധാരാളം മ്യൂക്കസ് സെക്രീറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. ദിസ് മേക്സ് ദ ഔട്ടർ സർഫസ് ഓഫ് ദ body slippery, so enemies cannot capture it. The smooth and shiny skin reduces friction in water during swimming. Skin is moist and functions as an important respiratory organ, and the muscles prevent the entry of harmful microbes. അപ്പോൾ ഈ മ്യൂക്കസ് ഹാംഫുൾ ആയിട്ടുള്ള മൈക്രോബ്സിൻ്റെ എൻട്രിയും പ്രിവെൻറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. And the next is the subcutaneous lymph space. Is the space between the skin and the underlying muscles, and the subvertebral lymph space is the space between the muscles and the parietal peritoneum, and the innermost lining of the skin is the parietal peritoneum. These are the body wall of frog. Hello.